So this is the fabulous picnic style basket. I've gone really advanced with this. We've got some diagonal opening corners. We've got the box lid and the box base section in the picnic basket. We've added the handle. It's a really lovely project, so bear with me. You can always print out the instructions that go with this one and perhaps follow along at the same time. Make sure you understand everything in detail because it is quite an advanced project, but very, very much worth the effort. So if I pop that to one side, the base sheet of card that we're going to start with is actually cut to 11 inches by 14 inches. So it's a very, very large sheet of cardstock to start with. And from that, we're going to construct the entire base of the picnic basket. Now I'm going to bring in the box maker and we're going to be working on box lid side all the time. And what we're going to do is we're going to pop the short side against where the butting edge is. And I want you to score 2 lines. I want you to score line 3 and line 7. So line 3 here like this. And also line 7, which is the last one. Turn right around and do the same again. Then what we're going to do is we're going to fold in and burnish those crease lines, the line 7 crease lines. And then what I want you to do, we're not actually going to use a score mark, we're going to use a pencil. We're going to butt where the crease line is and where line 6 is, just make a pencil mark, both at the top and also at the bottom. And do that on both sides. A small pencil mark at the top, on line 6, not line 7. And then again on line 6, okay? And that just gives you a small opening at the bottom and top. And that is the central part of our basket, okay? Then on the other 2 sides, so we turn this right around and we're going to score line 7 all the way down. Now where those crease lines are again, can you see where we've got our edges with the markings? Leave them up against the side and you're going to score line 3 just in the outer compartment. So just in the outside there and the outside here. And then you're going to turn right around again, but up where you've got your pencil marks, go with line 3 and then again line 3 here, okay? Then what I want you to do is cut out each of these corners, all right? So just from here out, cut out the corner. And don't worry about being too accurate because it's just to help me show you where to put the next score lines in. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to use our pencil markings here and we're going to score a diagonal line from the end of this section up to our pencil line. And this forms the diagonal on the picnic basket. So you're going to do that on both sides. Okay, and then again we're going to cut these away. Right, so you're starting to see how that is taking shape like the picnic basket. So if we just see, you can see there is your sides of your picnic basket mirrored up to there. So in these outer corners, look, watch what we're going to do. And again, this might be easier for you to follow the instruction manual. We're going to cut this panel away altogether, and we're going to cut into these like a box, and just make sure you're cutting from the outside compartments only. And then fold and burnish all of your creases. Now to make the base basket, if you can see, these are just going to fold up like a regular box, and we're going to glue these on the inside, and it also adds a lot of strength to the sides of your boxes. So just as you would assemble a regular box now with tape on the outside panels. So there's your actual basket shape of your picnic basket. Now to make the lid, you need to start with a separate size piece of card. And this card here is 9 inches by 5 inches. So it's the same width, but it's going to go down the sides, okay? And again, bringing in your box maker. This time we're going to work on line lid, the lid side of the lines. And we're going to start off by scoring at line 1 on all 4 sides. Okay. Then on the 2 shorter sides, what you're going to do is you're going to fold and burnish that crease line in. And we're going to put that up against the buttoning edge and score line 7. The same on the opposite corner, line 7. Okay. Now that's all of the scoring done. And what we're going to do is cut very carefully along the score line until we get to this point in the centre. And this is leaving us a little gluing flap to glue the lid onto our base. And doing the same here, we're cutting along to the centre. And then what you'll find is when we fold and burnish these, these two flaps are what hold this in place at the side like this, can you see? And you'll find that these two bottom bits, when they're folded this way, are just going to sit perfectly over the side of your picnic basket. So all we're going to do is pop a little bit of tape onto these two, and you literally only have these pointers holding your lid onto your base, so you want to be nice and strong. And these will be the same size, the same width as the little bit that we left here. So just getting that lined up perfectly and sticking the first side down. And do that same thing on both sides. So there's the flap openings of your picnic basket. You can see it's starting to take shape now. Two little additions. One is, if you want to strengthen the base, you can cut a piece of cardstock to 4 inches by 7 and just stick the bottom of the picnic basket onto it to give it strength. And the other thing is, if you want to add a handle like the one that I've done here, okay? So if you want to add this handle, all you're going to do is start with a sheet of cardstock, which is about 16 inches long, and you're going to do it 7/8 of an inch wide, because we want it just to be the right width to sit in there. Now to attach it on here, before we stick the base on, I'm just going to score it on the second line of the ultimate on both sides. And that there just gives me a little gluing flap to stick underneath the project. So again, plenty of tape on. Now, it's up to you if you want to stick the whole piece down. So you see we can stick it like this, and I'm just lining it up against here. Now if you want to then stick up here, it just adds a little bit more strength even still to your handle. Then wrap that right around. And then, like I said, your base is just going to stick over the bottom to add some additional strength, and also to cover up all those workings. Now I've done that very simply, just so that you can see how the base shape goes together, but just with a little bit of decoration, you can see how fantastic that looks. And again, for all it's a complex project and has multiple stages to it, it does give a really fantastic finished result. So I would definitely recommend giving it a go.